Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Zemanek, and our question today comes from Oregon, which is why I'm wearing my University of Oregon t-shirt. He writes, do you really believe that Jesus healed all the people that it says in the Gospels? I don't. Fantastic question, and I'm glad that you're honest enough to admit where you're at with regard to the Gospels. Let me give you the wrong answer. The wrong answer that you may have received from people if you've asked is this. Well, of course Jesus healed all those people because it's in the Bible. Any thinking person sort of has to jump back at something like that. Why does the Bible get to be true, but say the Book of Mormon not true? Why do we believe that the Holy Scriptures that we take are sacred and yet the Quran is not? Why? One of the key ways of unlocking the power of any piece of literature, especially if you're trying to decide if it has a divine breath behind what it says, is to line it up with history, to line it up with other pieces of literature and see how people write about their heroes, their characters. And when you look at Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in relationship to how they deal with Jesus, what we see are four individuals who dealt very honestly and candidly with Jesus, even when it didn't make him look too good. That is one of the areas that many of us have failed to understand about the Gospels. We don't believe that Jesus did these things because it's in the Bible. These things Jesus did are in the Bible because he really did them, and we can believe them. There are a lot of reasons that I believe that just based on literary examination, barely got that one out, that Jesus really did heal all those people. And the first one is the fact that all four gospel writers say that Jesus attracted large crowds. And they don't say that he attracted large crowds because of his teaching, his kindness, his hairstyle, or his super cool new shoes. Every one of them says that he attracted large crowds because of his healings. Now, if you're talking about great truths, you may attract some people here and there. But if you're healing people, you've got yourself a crowd. The other is the fact that, well, Jesus was accused of working with Satan. Now, if you're trying to build up a god, a hero for people to worship after he's dead, you certainly don't want to say that he's working with the enemy. That's one of those things that as an editor, you forget to put in the book. And yet, he is recorded as being blamed for working with the devil. Why? Not because of what he was saying, but because of all of the healings that took place. Those people who were watching the healings and couldn't deny them said, well, the only way he's able to do these amazing things is because he's working with Satan. Another reason is that, well, Jesus attaches healing to what he was saying. Remember, Jesus didn't come to say, hey, let's all be nicer to each other. Let's all become Republicans or Democrats. Let's all just learn to sit around the campfire and sing Kumbaya and drink hot chocolate. That's not the biblical Jesus. Jesus came and said, hey, there's a new king in town, and you owe me your allegiance. And if you don't follow me, there'll be consequences. And if you do follow me, your life will be changed positively forever. Now, that's a pretty big claim. And he didn't just say it, but he proved it by the healings that took place. And the last reason, which sounds about like where you as the writer of this email may be, is that Jesus attacks skepticism. In his own day, he attacked skepticism. People don't want to believe the real message about Jesus. Even church people have a hard time believing the real message about Jesus. Church people want a cute little Jesus that's just about this tall, and you can put him on top of your car there so that when you drive, he's sitting on the dashboard keeping you safe. But when you want to go do whatever you want to do, you just kind of forget he's there in the car. A lot of people who aren't followers of Jesus don't want anything to do with him because he makes some very real demands. If Jesus is who he claimed to be, and if he had the power to heal those people as the historical documents claimed he had, then he has a right to be our king. And we have to give up our agenda to follow him. And that's a little tough. Well, those are my thoughts. And remember, because of Jesus, life is good today.